Ever since Russia did that shit, nobody care about COVID anymore. Thank you, Putin. Thank you. He the reason we don't need face masks. Thank you, President Putin. Uncle Roger, pro-Russia. Pro-Russia. Hello, nieces and nephews. Once again, I am in a Twitter shitstorm. Let's just jump right into it. How's it going? Welcome to the HAIYAA podcast. I am in a Twitter shitstorm again. People hate me a little bit. Well, this has been an exciting week. If you don't know, the Twitter shitstorm I'm referring to, I tweeted a Ukraine joke last Thursday when the day Ukraine got invaded. And I tweeted, adding some extra dates to Ukraine, laughing emoji, which is what I thought was clearly a joke. A pretty shit joke. Fairness, not a great joke. It's just like an absurdist, just I'm saying what I don't mean to get a reaction type of thing. And then people took offense to it. People got really upset at me and just calling me names and shit, telling me to kill myself. So that was my little drama for the week.
I was so nervous about this episode when you're like, yeah, we're going to talk about my tweet.
We have to because this is a cool experience. Not everybody will experience, this kind of Twitter hate. And I'm someone kind of public, right? And my fans need to know this. I'm not apologizing, by the way, because a lot of people want me to apologize. But I feel like my stance on apologizing for stuff is apologize if you do something wrong. But don't apologize for jokes not being funny. That's my stance. So I'm not apologizing. I admit it was a shit joke. And when I dealt with shit joke as a comic, I tell shit jokes all the time when you're putting new material together. You do these things called new material nights or open mics. You try out the joke. If it works, you keep it in the set. If it doesn't work, you throw the joke out. So I tried that on Twitter. It didn't work. So I've deleted a tweet. That's editing, and I admit it was a shit joke, but I'm not apologizing because I think if I say a lot of crazy shit on the pod every week. If I were to apologize, half this podcast would be me saying sorry to people. I've joked about pedophilia, about COVID, a lot of death stuff and kids getting touched stuff. So it's like you can't apologize every week, guys. It's really boring content. Saying sorry is pretty boring. That's one reason. As a comic, you will bomb. So it's just a matter of time before I say something quote unquote insensitive again. So yeah, am I gonna apologize again? I've apologized before earlier in my career when I first blew up and I didn't know how to handle it. I couldn't handle the hate. I was like, oh, sorry guys, sorry. But now I look back, I wish I didn't apologize. I wish I stuck my ground and be like, okay, if you don't enjoy the bad joke, that's fine. You can just criticize me. I'm okay with that. You can tweet at me saying that wasn't funny, bro. I was like, I'm okay with that. Just tweet at me. It doesn't affect me. I'll just take that as feedback, as like a comic. Like, oh, it wasn't funny. Let's just not do the joke. Also, another reason is, even if you apologize, people won't accept it anyway, right? You say sorry, and then people are like, oh, he's only apologizing because he got caught. He's only apologizing because it's affecting his income, it's affecting, he's losing followers, that's why he's apologizing. So yeah, what's the point? So that was a little bit of a Twitter shitstorm, only in specific parts of the world, by the way.
Which is so random.
Yeah, only I was in tabloids in Singapore and Malaysia because, I don't know, apparently there, I don't know why it is. Am I bigger there? I'm kind of big everywhere, right? But I guess I'm like a lot bigger over there. I'm like, they are the person for them. I think also they assume I'm an influencer over there. Over here, they know I'm a comedian.
That's a big difference. A very
exactly.
Big difference.
If James Charles comes out and says, adding some makeup tutorials set in Ukraine, then that is worse than if a comedian says it, right? The whole world, they were making like Ukraine memes, okay? And jokes bomb all the time. Don't shit on me for bombing. You know who should be mad at for bombing? Putin. Get mad at him for bombing. Not me, just a lowly comedian. What can I do? Right?
Every time you say bomb in this context, I can feel my blood pressure just like rising and rising.
Yeah, I think my Twitter shitstorm affected Matt more than it affected me.
I genuinely think it did.
Yeah. You need to get used to being hated, Matt. You need to, until you start getting Instagram DMs to tell you to kill yourself, then you're not successful yet.
Did it transfer to Instagram as well then?
Only a couple. It's mostly Twitter. It's very contained to Twitter.
Yes, I saw the tweet and I clicked on it. And I realised instantly when all of the comments were literally like, you fucking why have you done this? And I was like, shit, Nigel's going to be so stressed. And then you just text me saying, oh, my tweet's causing a bit of a stir, isn't it?
Listen, I've been shat on before. I've been cancelled before, quote unquote. So it's not new to me. Okay. I got a lot of comments, and I wasn't that bothered. A lot of people are saying you should never joke about war. You should never joke about war. War is never funny. And I'm like, it is kind of funny though. There are tons of jokes about. I've made jokes about 9/11. I've made jokes about World War II. I've made jokes about COVID. Death and war. There is a way to do it. And I'm not saying that tweet was funny. I'm saying the tweet was not funny. But I did find a way to make it funny. Saturday, Birmingham tour show. Here's the clip. Just take a watch. No, it's over now. Nobody care about COVID anymore. It's correct? Ever since Russia did that shit, nobody care about COVID anymore. Thank you, Putin. Thank you. He the reason we don't need face masks. Thank you, President Putin. Uncle Roger, pro-Russia. Pro-Russia. See? Pretty funny. And don't you go clip up just the phrase Uncle Roger pro-Russia now, okay? Don't you dare do that. I'm sure somebody's gonna...
somebody's going to...
See what he says. See what he says about Russia. Uncle Roger's pro-Russia. Uncle Roger's pro-reunification of the Soviet Union. Wouldn't that be funny? If Uncle Roger came out and just made political stances, it is just the most bizarre... Not even like right-wing political stances.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. So there is a way to make it funny. And in a comedy show context, I've had more time to think about Russia and Ukraine and all this stuff, and I found a way to make it funny. The COVID thing, nobody cares about COVID. One good thing about Russia invading Ukraine is nobody cares about COVID anymore. That's the premise of that joke, right? And I think it's a good take.
Well, I think because you've spoken about. I mean, even when I've been here, you've spoken about so many like taboo topics. But what I really like is, that sounds like I'm saying I really like paedophilia stuff. I don't really like that, but you always find a very twisted logic to it, which is funny. It's absurdly funny. Whereas I think in the tweet this time, you didn't have that logic.
That's fair. And tweets are hard to get that logic. It's too short. It's too short.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So people couldn't see the logic there. But I hope the people who are hating on me right now, let's try to show this podcast. Hopefully they get to see this podcast and see my rationale, and we get more listens to the pod. That would be nice. No apologies. Never apologizing for jokes. Unless I say the N-word, then I'll apologize for that. But until then...
Oh my God, I'll have a heart attack if you do that.
Really?
I'll just spontaneously combust.
If Matt is ever in a coma, that's why I'm just going to come on the podcast and say the N-word. He's going to wake up with a cold sweat. And it ends up, oh shit, I sense a disturbance. Nigel's saying some shit. So there are ways to make it funny, and I'm glad I found a way to make it funny. I was in Singaporean and Malaysian tabloids, and my mom was so worried,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, relax, Mom. We've been through this. I've gotten hate before. So she kept sending me, because my relatives keep texting her. So Linda, I saw somebody. I saw something about Nigel in the newspapers. Is he okay? Is everything okay? So, Mom, you gotta just tell them, don't worry, it's fine. And my mom's getting worried. But meanwhile, in the West, nobody really cares. People have said worse things.
What's the tabloids like in Malaysia compared to the UK? Because obviously here it's kind of like the gutter press sort of thing, and they're really vicious when they go for you. If you're in their headlights, it's intense. So is it the same principle in Malaysia?
Yeah, we call it the netizens of Malaysia, the online users of Malaysia and Singapore and Asia. They are harsh. They come at you. I've gotten tweets telling me to kill myself, and calling me scum, and calling me a Chinaman, and all this stuff.
A Chinaman?
Yeah, it's a racist, derogatory term, Chinaman, go back to China, you fucking scum. You've never been funny. You've never been funny. Oh, it's the people who weren't my fans to begin with who come at me. I'm sure I've lost some fans. Sure, that's fine. But it's people who weren't fans. You're never funny. You're doing a racist caricature. Insults become your whole life, not just Ukraine. And the funniest thing is, these insults, these Twitter accounts, they never have their own face as the profile photo. So it's just always like a picture of an anime character in their avatar. So it's a bit weird when you see Naruto telling you to kill yourself. You know?
Does that ruin Naruto for you?
No, it just makes me chuckle. I can't take you seriously if your profile photo is Naruto. You know, war should never be joked about. And then it's a picture of Jimin from BTS. A lot of K-pop stans are asking me to kill myself right now. And it's hard to take you seriously, guys. You know? A picture of Blackpink. It's calling me the C word. You know, telling me to jump off a cliff. And there's a picture of a hot young K-pop idol. I'm like, okay. Thanks for the feedback, I guess. So that made me laugh. And a lot of people say I had a fucked up sense of humor. I'm like, well, yeah, I do. Who would just willingly take on celebrity chefs and shit on them? I do have a fucked up sense of humor, and that's, you know, everybody has a different sense of humor. And also, there are people who found my tweet funny. A few people wrote in that you should have kept it up, bro. I found it hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the reactions are all over the place. You can't really, there's no one thing that's like, that's why I love about stand-up, you know? If a joke works, it works. You get a big laugh. You made enough people laugh. And I'm sure there are certain jokes in my set that are like, make 10% of the audience squirm and make them hate me a bit. My threshold is like, if 80% or more of the audience laugh, I'm okay. I'll keep that joke in, you know? So that's what I like about stand-up. And sometimes it doesn't translate online, you know? So any of your favorite comics, I'm sure they have like tons of jokes that bomb, you know? So yeah, don't worry. And also I'm used to it. So those comments don't get to me. Really, I just look at them, and I see them arguing in my post. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there eating, you know that meme of like someone, Chris Tucker grabbing up a chair eating popcorn? Yeah. That's me on my own shitstorm. And people are insulting me. That's me watching them trying to get to me.
So was there not one moment, I'm sure like your fans would want to know, like in a moment, like when this is going on, was there not one moment ever where you were like, oh God, this could be really bad?
No, because last year I was involved in some China drama. And
so
that was way
worse?
bigger. Yeah.
Really?
I was on BBC front page, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you know how anti-China Britain is. And sometimes I think like, okay, they do a lot of crazy shit. Like most governments do a lot of evil things. But they can make Jack Ma disappear for a month. The richest person in China, they can make him disappear for a month and he comes back. Isn't that a good thing? Like Jeff Bezos just coming out and just, you know, having those posts of him like having a new wife on a yacht wearing that tight t-shirt. Shouldn't we make him disappear for a month? Wouldn't that be nice? Mark Zuckerberg, you know, going to trial and spouting random shit about Facebook. We're trying to, you know, connect people. Let's make him disappear for a month, you know, so he starts spreading all this misinformation on Facebook. You know, when rich people start mouthing off, don't you kind of wish sometimes governments here had the ability to make people disappear for a month when they start saying crazy shit?
I'm just picturing I turn up next week ringing the doorbell. You've just gone.
Yeah.
Like some like shady suit opens the door and it's like, you're not needed today. But,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I say that, but we'll see what happens. Oh, my mom, because, you know, I was punched 2020, like COVID hate crime, right? Suspected COVID hate crime. It's one of the bits in my tour show. So get tickets if you haven't. I was punched as a part of a suspected COVID hate crime, right? And my mom was texting me like, you know, Nigel, remember how you got punched before? Can you stop saying crazy shit? I think people are going to want to punch you again. I'm like, fair point, Mom. Fair point. I'll try to be careful. Yes, but in Asia, they're very harsh on you, the people there, you know? And then they come out and say like, oh, he's a scumbag. He's a worthless piece of shit. He should just die. Oh, another KOL, an influencer. That's our term for influencer, KOL. And I'm not an influencer, guys. Stop looking at me. I know I take my shirt off too much on my social media, but I'm not an influencer. I know I shill random shit on there, but, you know, I make funny videos, and that's it. And no apologizing, okay? No apologizing. Another thing I realize is, and I'm getting used to this more now, as someone in the public sphere, you know, I'm like a Z-list celebrity, right? You always lose a little bit of your humanness.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, the same way, as in, like, when I say that, I mean people don't view you as a human being. People don't view you as having feelings, you know? Like, you wouldn't tell anyone, any of your friends, even if they fucked up, you wouldn't tell them to kill themselves, right?
No.
But as a celebrity, people feel like they have this license to tell people that. Because, you know, if you're that public, you lose a bit of your perception of humanness. And that's okay because there are a lot of perks of being famous. So it's okay. I'll take it. The same way. And I do that shit too. You know, the number of times I shut on Jamie Oliver, like he has feelings too.
Yep.
Right? But I'm like, okay, here I am again, Jamie. What are you going to do about it, right? So if I'm willing to dish that out, I should be willing to take it too. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, yeah, shit. I mean, it's my time. You know, I'm sure every celebrity is. I say celebrity. I hate that term, by the way. Any sort of publicly known person have gone through that. So it's just part of. I view it as one of the occupational hazards. You know, every year something like this will happen once or twice. Yeah. So that's how I view it. It's like.
It's just
life
on a
goes
bigger
on,
scale,
business as usual.
It's on a much bigger scale where if people at work, at their day job, they make a big mistake and there's a load of people on a thread, on an email, you're going to get a lot of shit for it.
Yeah, I'm in the biggest email chain.
Yeah.
There are two types when people make jokes about Ukraine. There are the people who will get shat on by the internet, and then there are people who have no profile. So I actually quite enjoy the attention because I'm like, oh wow, so many people are paying attention to me.
Oh god!
Wow,
is that your inner narcissist coming out?
It's not an inner narcissist. It's like I've built something nice here.
Oh my god!
People are taking the time out of their day to tweet at me. Oh, thank you guys.
Normally, when you say something awful, you just have you get fired from your job, or you get like a load of your family being annoyed, but you get thousands and thousands of people telling you to kill yourself.
Attention. I get so much attention. You know. It means people are listening to me and listening to what I have to say. And then some people hate me and they still follow me. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself, man?
They're like masochists.
I know. They're trying to catch me out when I say something crazy again, which will happen. Probably in this episode of the podcast. I've probably said something cancelable already. Like the Uncle Roger pro-Russia clip. People are going to clip that up. So I think that was just an interesting thing to share with our listeners because they don't necessarily get to see this side of being a public figure as much.
Also, all of this is happening while you're still on tour as well.
Oh yeah, on tour is fine. Nobody cares. Again, like this is like not 1% of people who are getting upset. On tour, some will be like, oh yeah, we saw that. What can you do? It's the internet, you know. What can you do? Most people on tour, they come, they want to have a good time. They know that I'm a comic and I say crazy shit sometimes. That's what they signed up for. And they come, they enjoy it. It's not affected the tour one bit. Zero. I never joke about it on stage. You know, apart from that Uncle Roger joke, which we got to film. I talked about the Twitter incident as myself. We didn't film that, unfortunately. But when I mentioned, it just becomes a funny story now. When I mentioned the tweet I made and then how like anime avatars are telling me to kill myself. It's pretty funny. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
It's good that you can laugh at like it's a bad joke. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of comics, I think they double down because they're almost embarrassed.
Oh, you can't say anything anymore.
Yeah, and it's like, relax, no, dude, you made a bad joke. Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's okay to make bad jokes. That's, you know, if you're allowed to make bad jokes, and people are allowed to criticize you for it.
Yeah. When I say bad, I mean we both mean unfunny.
Yeah. I agree. So a lot of comics just go super like you can't say anything anymore. Yeah, cancel culture. PC gone mad. Relax, bro.
That's so boring.
Relax.
And it's really insecure. It comes across as like really insecure.
Yeah, and it's just boring, man. Yeah, just boring. So I do what I do, and people seem to like it. You know, no apologies though. No apologies.
Can I apologize for you?
No.
I just put a big text over your head like, sorry, I'm so sorry.
If I ever do an apology video, I'll do it as Uncle Roger.
Like the most insincere apology ever. Yes.
Why so weak? You get angry at my tweet. Why so weak? So weak. Go eat your MSG pussy. HAIYAA.
So, and staying with like Twitter and things like that, something that I've seen that's been annoying me, and unfortunately it is still with Russia and everything that's going on, which is obviously terrible. There's a lot of tweets of people saying about Putin that he's doing it and he's motivated because he's short. And it's like, oh, you would never see a 6'2" guy doing this. We're like similar heights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it really annoys me because I'm like, well, that's such a, I don't know what the term is. Is it heightist? It's something saying that based on their appearance. Why can't he just be, he's insane? That's why he's doing it. Not, oh, if he come out 6 foot or something, this would all be fine. Ukraine would be happy.
Listen, Putin is a short king, okay? And short kings deserve to be treated with respect. You know what a short king is? You're not on TikTok, right?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, a short king is just like, the nice term to call when the woman's a short guy.
Oh, okay.
He's my short king.
Oh, I like that. I'll have to take that.
Yeah, I know. People have this. They think it's a short Napoleon syndrome or something, right?
Yeah, which I get. Obviously, it's a historical thing, but
it's not everybody. You know, some people like. Not everybody is as ambitious as Putin. You know, like Matt's short. He's not ambitious. He doesn't want to take over anything. He's happy with his life with Gemma, who I met for dinner last week. We all went for dinner. Gemma's cool. We're going to get Gemma and Matt on the pod. What do you think, guys? You want to see Matt and Gemma and squirming together while I say crazy shit? Leave a comment down below. Gemma's nice. Is she shy on camera? Is she going to be okay?
Well, we'll see, won't we? Like, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, has she ever been like on camera before?
She was in a Marcus video. I used to work for YouTuber. She was in one of those videos, but as like a stranger.
A stranger.
But it was pre-planned. And everyone in the comments of that video was like, "Oh, that bitch."
See, she's gotten hate before. Yeah. No, Gemma's nice. Gemma's cool.
But yeah, obviously, luckily, like I have Gemma and we're married and everything. But if you were short, like dating at the moment, it'd be terrible.
It's rough. It's if TikTok is anything to go by, it's getting better now. I see a lot of like couples where the woman's taller than the guy.
Oh, Tom Holland and Zendaya?
Yeah, but also he's Tom Holland though. He's like one of the most beautiful men out there. So yeah, if you're short, it's kind of you're dealt a shithead. If you're short, move to Asia. We are shorter there. The women are shorter there. Seriously, a lot of the problems can be solved by moving to Asia.
I hate how you're building this profile of me with yellow fever.
You have yellow fever. Come on. Sorry to say this, Gemma. The love Matt has for you is so strong that it overcame his yellow fever. That's how much Matt loves you, Gemma. A lot of problems can be solved moving to Asia.
Okay, yeah, let's hear them.
We talked about them, right? Like a lot of white tourists that get old single men who women here don't want for one reason or another. They move to Asia and get a Thai wife.
Yeah, my teacher did at school, actually.
Exactly. That's how you stop people from being incels. That's how you stop school shooting, moving to Asia. A lot of problems can be solved by moving to Asia. You are too broke here? Move to Asia. Cost of living is lower. Food is better. People are happier. Move to Asia. I should be like the Asian tourism ambassador. You can't afford a house here? Move to Asia. Again, it's cheaper. You can get a nice 4-bit terrace for 150k British pounds. 150 grand.
And also, the weather's nicer.
The weather is nicer. The food is nicer. The people are nicer. A lot of problems can be solved.
Whoa. The people are nicer.
Yeah, if you're white. There's some truth to it. People. No, because if you're white, we just we like it because we kind of know you're richer than us and you'll spend money in our establishment. So we give you great, amazing service. Because my ex was white. When I go back to Malaysia and I'm going to a coffee shop or a restaurant alone, the service is shit. But when I go with her, suddenly they're all super attentive and they're like, "Hi guys, how can I help you today?" Seriously.
That's really funny. Really?
Yeah, because they want to give a good impression to tourists, especially Western people. Right? But if it's one of our own, fuck you, you're gonna come back here anyway. Seriously. The people are nicer, you treat it like a king. Some women in Asia have white fetish too.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And you like what you like, no judgment. You suck whatever dick you want to suck. Okay, I probably wouldn't phrase it that way, but you suck whatever dick you want to suck, white, black, yellow, whatever. And there are a lot of women there with a white fetish because maybe they're like gold diggers or something, or they just want to go to a different country, and that's the easiest way. So yeah, if you're a lonely white guy, go to Asia, man. Give it a shot there. Naturally, it will be like above average in height.
That's good.
You gonna try that? You gonna try that?
Well, yeah. If things ever go south with Gemma, at least I guess I've got this contingency plan.
Yeah. Does Gemma have yellow fever? Why don't you? If you both have yellow fever as a couple, then you should go to Asia and start swinging. Start swinging with Gemma. Strengthen your marital bonds. Once you start swinging with someone, it's really hard. You'll stick together because you're like, wow.
Have you ever done that? Not swinging, but been the person with the couple.
Yeah.
Have you actually?
Yeah. I've been the person with the couple. I've also been the couple and then another couple.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why? Let's not kink shame. It's a 21st century.
Oh, I'm not shaming at all. I just love this.
It's a good time, and also the stereotype is like I've only done it once, twice, 3 times maybe. The stereotype is swingers tend to be older people, but I think there's a lot of that going on, older people. But mine was like attractive people. So it's good. It's good.
Are you gonna have that type of plant in the garden? Because I was driving around and apparently.
Oh really? I've heard about this.
There's a type of plant you have outside your front drive, which basically says we're up for it.
What type of plant?
I'll
plant it in your house. You know?
We've just got it on our balcony the whole way round.
And you're just expecting guests just come all the time, and then you and Gemma are like, "Hi, what? We're here to fuck." The guests are like, "We're here to fuck you both." But going back to Ukraine.
Oh, do we have to?
It's a nice thing I'm about to say.
Okay.
I'm actually so impressed at how brave the people are. Engineers, computer programmers started like being drafted and becoming soldiers, getting guns and stuff, defending the country, which is really cool. So kudos to you guys. Good luck.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And meanwhile, last week there was a storm and I almost canceled my gig because, oh God, I have to do a gig. That's drizzle. So
that's a good point.
We're very different.
We're
the
pathetic,
Ukrainians,
aren't we?
the pussies. I'm a pussy. So I always wonder if World War III breaks out and Malaysia's like, we need more men to fight for us. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be like, you guys go ahead. I am, I'm just going to chill here for a little bit. So much braver. You guys are much braver people than me. So kudos to you. Let's hope World War III doesn't break out, But if it does, nothing surprises me anymore. The world has gone to shit these days. So, yep. My Gordon Ramsay video is doing great. So if you haven't checked that out.
What a segue. Amazing. I was thinking then, I was doing the mental maths. It's like, how is he going to get out of this?
That's how I'm going to do it. He's doing great.
Yeah.
So go check that out. The video, Gordon makes Indonesian mee goreng, stir-fried noodles, and then he calls Uncle Roger out in it. So everybody's getting super excited. Holy shit, Gordon acknowledged Uncle Roger in the video. That's pretty cool.
That was cool. He commented on your video as well, didn't he?
Yeah. He's a cool guy, man. So Jamie Oliver, come on. Come on, Jamie. Ball's in your court.
My dream, I would love this, for you to have Jamie Oliver on the podcast.
Oh, that'd be great.
How it'd be so funny. It would be amazing.
Oh, Jamie, come do my podcast. Our numbers are getting good now, man. I think he'll come. So yeah, Jamie, come do the podcast. Let's talk about all your food transgressions.
It would give him a chance to defend what he's like, chili jam.
Yeah.
We would all get closure. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's a saga that's gone on and we need this. We need this final chapter.
Exactly. It'll make you relevant again, Jamie.
Oh my God.
What? Am I wrong?
He might have been thinking, that is a good idea, but he hears that. He's like, fuck you.
All right, enough shitting on Jamie. Let's reserve that for the Uncle Roger videos. I want to show you guys what I've got as gifts in this week's tour
I feel
shows.
like this is a cute segment, actually, while you're on your world tour.
It is a cute segment.
Yeah, I love it.
And I always do meet and greets, right? And people come out and they're like, "Oh, I listen to your podcast, and I know you want gifts, so here's something I've made for you." And they love it. I think it's a cool little segment. Right after I talk about Ukraine, I think it's a nice palate cleanser. Let's forget about Ukraine.
It's a good sorbet
for a minute. Yeah, and let's talk about the gifts I've gotten. I put it in a little nice bag here. Okay, for the audio only people, I'm gonna try to describe the best I can all these gifts. Yeah. So somebody gave me a bottle of strawberry soju. So thank you very much. I love soju. I love any sort of like Asian liquor. Somebody gave me this fried egg soft toy.
That's cute.
Very cute. I love it so much. It's so soft. These are the things. Audio people. It's like a fried egg with on the egg yolk there's a smiley face and 2 little hands coming out of it. It's a very cute little soft toy. And I love this, and I would love to display this. But if I put this in my bedroom, it kills the vibe. This doesn't make you want to have sex with a guy. Imagine if you went into a guy's house, go
He's
to his
gonna
bed.
murder me.
Yeah. And he has this like egg with eyes staring back at you. That's fucked. But thank you very much. I won't put it in my bedroom. Maybe I'll put it in the background of my videos. Thank you very much to whoever gave this to me. We have an orange card. What is this?
Oh, it's so cute.
I got a little greeting card. Oh, and the card says, all the other cards were shit. It's very cute. What does it say in the card? Hey, we really enjoy your show. Please do it again soon. From Tram and Van with loads of love. London, Feb 22. Very nice. Very sweet. Very sweet.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, it's like,
It's an unboxing video. I love it.
I know, we're going to do this every week though. People might get sick of it eventually.
No, but like it's so relaxing, like haul videos, aren't they?
Yeah. They're nice. Oh, made me feel so loved. Who needs a girlfriend? Who needs a wife? When you have your fans giving you soft egg toys. Okay? Somebody gave me a vegan cookbook. Ugh.
That's the nicest cover though. Wow.
Yeah,
what a lovely design.
But it's vegan Japanese recipes. So there's something special there. No. Well, this book is by Tim Anderson. He's like a chef based in London. He does vegan Japanese food.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's pretty famous here. Let's see how they do ramen.
It's a shame that he's not Asian himself coming out of the vegan cookbook, but...
Yeah, but you're in London. There are not a lot of Asians here. And also, for the record, I don't care what race you are. If you make Asian food well, you make Asian food well. I know there are a lot of people who do. And they get all up in my, it's a white chef and they only employ white people cooking. And do you know how hard it is to hire people? If you put a race in there, it's impossible. But yeah, I don't care. I care about how good the food is, Yep. So if Jamie Oliver were Asian, I would still shit on him. Seriously. French onion ramen. Okay. I don't know about this, man, because my favorite part of ramen, I'm showing this to the camera now so you can see it's a bowl of ramen, essentially, in a brown broth. My favorite part of ramen is the tonkotsu, the pork bone broth, So French onion, I don't know about that. Thank you for the vegan cookbook, despite everything. Oh, save the best for last. You know how I talked about last week? I want people to send in their eggs, and I can come in a petri dish.
Oh, no.
Somebody gave me a petri dish. No egg in there, though. No egg in there. Check out last week's episode to know what I mean.
What does the writing say?
It says, we came, and then parentheses, to your tour. And then it says, we hope you coming too. Winky face.
Oh my God.
And it's from a woman. And then when she gave it to me, she works in a lab. So she has access to petri dishes. She didn't actually go out to buy one. She told me she worked in a lab. And I was like, there's no egg in it, right? You didn't put your own egg in this, right? And I said, no, it's just a petri dish. And we listened to your podcast and we thought it was funny, so we just brought it here.
That's great.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of time for that. Well done.
I love getting a petri dish. Next time, bring one with eggs, woman, and I'll fertilize it for you on the spot. I know where I'm gonna come tonight. You're getting good at this, man. You're getting good at the sound effects. Have you came in a petri dish, Matt?
Not yet.
What's your choice of cum location?
Shut up.
We will save that for when Gemma gets on the pod, listeners. Do we have any emails from people?
Yeah, we do. So we have an email from Korea.
Oh, okay. Hopefully south, not north.
Yep, south.
Okay.
From Vonnie.
Okay, what did she say?
So the subject heading is Black Woman in Korea.
Okay. I like it already.
Hey, Nigel. I just want to say thanks for being my constant. Through the good and the bad, your podcasts have been a major source of joy. So I need your opinion or advice. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm asking, but I recently met a guy. He was everything I thought I wanted, but after our second date, I just felt discontent. I really enjoyed my time with him. The sex was good. We went to amazing restaurants and went to karaoke, brackets, he's a great singer.
Okay.
Went bowling and all the rest. But after we spent the weekend together, I just didn't feel all the butterflies and excitement. I cut things off because I felt anxious about my lack of feelings, but I also feel massive feelings of regret. What would you do if you met someone you thought was perfect for you, but didn't give you butterflies?
It depends how desperate you are. I don't know how old you are and what your situation is and if you want kids or not, and when you want to have kids. That is the privilege of youth, right?
Yeah.
If you're younger, you're like, you can just not dump people, but like you can want more of relationships. You can want, I really want the butterflies. Because on paper, this guy looks perfect, you know?
It's worth exploring, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you're desperate, just go for it. But if you're younger and you have time on your hands, then just, find someone else. Or see some other people behind his back. Life is too short. Get the cheating out your system when you're young so you have a story to tell.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's such bad advice.
Is it bad advice?
Get the cheating out of the system.
Don't cheat after you're married. Then you get a divorce. You lose half your shit. Cheat before you sign papers. Cheat before the legal system is involved in your cheating. I mean, if you want to, if you ever had like that curiosity, I don't think everybody wants to cheat. I'm just saying, if you are inclined that way and you're young and dumb, just give it a try, okay? Sometimes we need to be bad people for a little bit of our lives because that's how growth happens.
Is this your bad period at the moment?
No, my bad period is done now.
Oh, it's done.
That's the good guy, Nigel. This is the good guy, Nigel. This is the good guy. No, I just say crazy shit. I don't do crazy shit apart from the foursomes. But I just say crazy shit. Foursomes are good, man, because sometimes you get tired, you want to get a drink. You're like, okay, you guys can carry on, So you don't have to.
Oh my God.
You don't have to be there all the time. I just be like, I'll catch my breath, check my phone, connect to the Wi-Fi. Also, if someone invites you to a place for a foursome, they have a nice house. It's a big house. Nobody invites you to a foursome in a studio flat. So if you ever feel sick of your... if you want to go to a nice house for an evening, that's how you do it. And the house was nice. Terrible interior design choices. They make choices I wouldn't have made. But the house was nice. Honestly, sometimes I think I just do it for the interior design, really. You're
just being pegged and you're like, oh yeah, I love the
you don't have to be pegged.
paint you've got going on here. It's great.
That's the excuse I use to check out people's houses. If they're willing to let you enter them, they're willing to let you enter their house, and check them, check it out. And I judge them sometimes, As someone's going down on me, I'm like, oh, those curtains. Oh, you want me to get soft, woman? Those curtains?
Elephant's breath is so 2018.
Yeah, elephant's breath is a Pharaoh and Ball color, people. And Pharaoh Ball is a British designer paint brand. My whole house is painted with Pharaoh and Ball. So if you like interior designs, you have to do threesomes and foursomes. All right, carry on. Oh yeah, so basically the answer to the question is maybe have a few threesomes, just do that thing. Or I don't know, it's a hard decision. Are you a romantic? Because at my age, I'm 31 this year, turning 31 in 2 weeks. I still want to have a little bit of the butterflies, But if I get to like mid-40s, I'm like, okay, fuck the butterflies. Just find me a nice, dependable woman.
I think he deserves a chance, though. I don't think she should completely cut him off. The butterflies might grow.
Butterflies don't come. Like butterflies happen in the beginning. If you
never know,
you can't develop butterflies for someone. But it's also not essential. It's also not essential, isn't it? You don't need butterflies to raise a family.
No.
Okay? But it would be nice to have. So it depends on your situation, black woman in Korea. I forgot her name, so...
Bonnie.
Bonnie, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Anyway, love your podcast. I'm writing this tipsy. Please come to Korea. And then she's attached. Oh, that's a cute photo.
Oh, she's cute. I think Bonnie is trying to make her move on me.
I don't know if we have her permission to show that, but we can tell you guys it's a nice photo.
Well, if she's emailing in, we can show it. Yeah, let's put it on there. Yeah.
Is that your disclaimer? But if you send anything in, it's going up on this podcast.
Yeah. We're putting it in. Bonnie's right here next to me. Take a good look, people. Are the only people. She's black, beautiful, nice looking. Hope you feel the butterflies, Bonnie. We talked about love bombing last week, and I was thinking about this a lot. And over dinner, you and Gemma, we talked about love bombing, and it's like, it used to be called like the butterflies, the love at first sight, that intense emotion. And this is something that makes me worried about society, that any extreme emotion is considered bad and harmful now. Extreme joy, extreme sadness, extreme pain, extreme pleasure. We have to like kind of squash it down. The range of human emotion is getting so limited by our language, by the way we talk about things,꯫ Especially therapy is important. But I find a lot of people who do a lot of therapy, they start speaking in that therapy language.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It's hard for me to find an example, but they're like, okay, I listened to this podcast. It's called The Fellas. I recently did that podcast. So it's really funny by Cal Freezy. And they had a sex expert on, so she's like a therapist for sex and sexual relationships and, for couples and stuff, right?
You could say a sexpert.
A sexpert, yes. That's Matt's contribution to the podcast this week.
See you later, guys. I'm off for the week.
Better edit this fucking thing. Yeah. So she's, Cal Freezy, the host, brought up a question, so what if you date a guy who's really into certain things like, putting on a gimp suit and getting fucked by you? Like, what would you say? If you're not into it, how would you say that to him? So for a normal person, if someone tells me they're into that and they're not into it, I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird, dude. That's weird, man. But for her, she has this language that like, okay, personally, that's not something I would do, but tell me how you feel when you do it.
It's like, I see you. I see you. I validate your emotions.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. That is just their way of wasting your time. That's them telling you they disagree with you, but they're wasting your time while they tell you. I had gone through a lot of that. They keep saying the words. They literally say the words, I hear you, I see where you're coming from, but they don't. Yeah. They just say it. And then I'm like, you keep saying those words, but you don't really get where I'm coming from. Yeah, they just use therapy language to kind of smooth things over, but they don't mean it. And it's just this fakeness that I can't stand. And
it's very sanitized, isn't it?
Exactly. So the thing about love bombing is it's good. Do it. Hide your crazy and love bomb.
As long as you're not love bombing to like the Tinder swindler levels.
Oh, you can do that too. That's fine. Some people need to make a living. Do we have any good reviews this week?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
I love it when nieces and nephews. I love it when you guys leave reviews on Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, you can rate the podcast now. We have like 1,000, 2,000, almost more than 1,000 reviews on not reviews, but like just ratings on Spotify. Just thank you very much. Yeah, star rating. Give us a 5 stars on Spotify and 5 stars on Apple Podcasts too, please. All right.
So we have a review from Angel Hodges, and what I love about this, it was on the 2nd, the 22nd, 2022.
Oh,
yeah, I love that.
And then where is this review from? What store?
It was from the American store, but it's from a Mexican. People in Mexico love this. All your content is awesome. My mum is a retired chef, and she is a huge fan. She got me into Uncle Roger. To quote her, this funny Asian kid has a weird sense of humor, but really knows how to cook.
Thank you.
I don't have the heart to tell her he is a made-up character. Haha.
Well, thank you, señorita. Well, maybe I'll tour Mexico one day. So.
Well, I mean, you're doing your world tour, so I'm looking forward to the presents you get from like different countries. We'll be doing this over Zoom or something, and you could be like, "Look, I got this."
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Kalashnikov for my gig in Kiev. So new dates coming in Kiev, guys.
Shut up.
You have to end the podcast somehow. We gotta do a callback.
I love a callback. Just not when it's Ukraine.
It's too late now. I mean, people are already mad at me. So if they made it this far into the podcast, thank you.
Are you sure you don't want to do a safe one as well, just in case? In case you change your mind. You might change your mind.
That's true.
You might become a pussy overnight.
I might get a big movie deal and then be like, okay, cut everything, man. Yeah. Cut everything. Take down the whole channel, please.
I've got Disney on the phone.
Kill the podcast. Pretend we never did this. Oh, can we have that be the ending? I might be a pussy overnight, so here's a safe ending. Stay safe, guys, and good luck to the Ukrainian people out there. We stand with you. Namaste. Goodbye.